good morning, my people. What's up, world? It is Friday, February 7th, and I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ because with Him all things is possible. And of course, you know this No Duck Zone episode is sponsored by your boy. Top of the morning to everybody out there moving in them good old streets, traveling, getting to wherever it is that they gotta go, and hoping that you all will get there safe and sound and remembering with Him all things is possible. It's Friday already, man. Damn, y'all, we in the seventh day already, man. Sheesh, yo. I'm telling you, time waits for nobody. Just felt like the ball just got dropped for the new year last week, but it's all good. We here now. Uh, I'm tired, y'all. Yesterday I had a long day. I did 3 videos yesterday, y'all, and I didn't realize till yesterday. Oh my God, I did 3 videos. I was tubing like crazy yesterday, man. When I mean I was tubing like crazy, I was tubing like crazy. I was on my grind though, which which is needed. Trying to get the channel, trying to get it up. I'm at 480, so what? 20 more subscribers, I could be 500. Y'all help me get there, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all help me touch that. I'm trying to touch that 5. I'm trying to at least have 1,000. If not before my gathering, maybe after, but hopefully before that. Maybe before August, I can get to 1,000. But I need y'all help. Pardon me, y'all. Give me 1 second. Sorry, y'all. My joint wasn't where I needed to be. But so anyway, yeah, it helped me get up to 500. So today's a special day. Today's a special day. First of all, once again, rest in peace to our guy Irv Gotti, and may God continue to be with his family. It's crazy, but rest in peace to him, and rest in peace to another legend that we're about to get into it about. This guy right here was different, and I know y'all hear that a lot about a lot of artists, but this guy was different, right? And he was from my borough, the late great Big Pun. We're gonna get into it, right? So let's get it. So for my newcomers, my regulars, everyone, welcome to the No Duck Zone podcast. Let's go. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. This is where it goes down at No Duck Zone podcast. And smash that like button. Okay, so where do I start, right? Today marks, what's it, 20, I think 27 years, 28 years of Pun being gone. That's crazy. February 7th of 2000, I was 17 years old, man. I was in school. And I had the honor of meeting Pun when I was about 16. I met him. Actually, I met him twice. That's what's so crazy. And I'm mad because I had a Terror Squad poster, and I'm pissed. I'm pissed because him, Fat Joe, Cuba Links, the whole Terror Squad signed that poster. But I met him. So I remember the first time seeing Pun and well, hearing him on this song called "Off the Books." It's Pun, Cuban, B Nuts. I'm not really familiar with who none of these dudes are. None of them. I was only familiar with Fat Joe. I didn't know who these dudes was. I seen four Spanish dudes, and I'm like, okay. And me, I'm not racist, but we just wasn't used to really hearing that. Joe was probably the only Spanish rapper, for what I know, that we was used to hearing. So I'm like, okay, let me see what. And I'm thinking all of them are from the Bronx, but come to find out, B Nuts, I believe, is from Queens. Yo, D Free, what up? Sorry, y'all. Stupid thing. So anyway, B Nuts is from Queens, and Cuba Links, Castle Hill, and I believe Pun is like from the Hunts Point area. But anyway, the first time I heard Off the Books and I heard Pun, I was like, all right, this dude is not bad, man. He can, he could flow. And I'm like, when Off the Books come out, I'm like only 13 when that dropped. So I'm just giving y'all a history. And so okay, let me see where this go. Joe got these guys, and mind you, that was the first time Pun came outside. Was for Off the Books. You know what I'm saying? So that drops. So now we like, okay, let's see where Joe is gonna go with this. Corona Queens, right? Yeah, I knew they was from Queens. I always thought they was some Bronx dudes, but then I found that they was from Queens, but it's all good. Shout outs to the B Nuts, man, which they're still my favorite group. But anyway, so that comes out. Yeah, New York on deck, you already know. So that comes out, and I'm like, let's see what's gonna come next with Pun. And I believe either that year or later, the following year, um, I can't go through all his albums, so don't expect me to name his albums and name this and name that. A lot of his, a lot of that I really didn't keep up with. I just really kept up with the songs and kept up with him. I think 100% something. I think that was the only one I came with. In April 19th. Capital Punishment, right? All right, Jeff Spark, help me out here. Capital Punishment. And I remember when he came out with Still Not a Player. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah, baby, I remember that. I just didn't remember when it came out. But when he came out with Still Not a Player, if there was never a time for blacks and Latinos to come together, it was at that time. Even though we always been together, it was at that time that they needed to come together. Boricua, yo, that was crazy. Still Not a Player was crazy, man. And especially having Joe featured on it, it was bananas. Yeah, he died before the second release, which is that was heartbroken. We gonna definitely touch on that part. And I'm looking at all these songs and what you're gonna do, Big Pun. I'm listening to everything that he's coming with. I'm looking at the songs he started to be featured on because Pun started to get hot. 96, 97, especially 98. 98, he's on the Horse and Carriage remix. You had Silk the Shocker, Cameron, Charlie Baltimore. White Clef is, singing the hook, uh, which the shit was crazy. Um, you had him in the Band from TV. Now records, what was the? Yeah, you had him on Band from TV, which that was crazy. Mind you, this is in '98. This is all in '98. Pun is flaming people right now. For a guy that was only in the game for 2 years, he's killing people. Which the Horse and Carriage remix and the band from TV was one of my favorite joints. Mind you, then he comes with the joint with him and Nori. Came up. I mean, damn, what are we talking about? Let's not just talk about his songs. Let's talk about how, as a lyricist, he was different. The way he put his words together. And if you notice, he would always have to catch his breath when he was, if y'all paid attention to that. But sometimes you probably wouldn't even know he was, you know what I'm saying? Because he was so damn good at what it is that he did. But as a lyricist, different. Top of the morning, BC. He was, the way he put his words together, as fast as he would do it, it's unbelievable. You couldn't deny Pun's talent. You know, at one time, big men wasn't even getting paid attention to. I would like to thank two people for that, if I'm not mistaken, before I continue with this. I would like to thank Chubb Rock, and I'd like to thank Heavy D, God rest his soul. Because big men wasn't being looked at. And I ain't even talking about it just as a sex symbol. Like, nobody was trying to pay attention to him, period. So thank them for that, right? But like I said, I remember, I got a story to share with y'all real quick. So I remember this is back in 1999 because Pun was still alive. It had to be 98, 99. I'm in the Bronx. Believe I was in Southern Boulevard. I'm by Bronxdale Projects. Anybody from the BX will know. If you've been to the BX, you'll know where Bronxdale Projects is at. And we had a supermarket called Pathmark that was over there. I believe we had a White Castle, and me and my sister, we go out one night, lived in Throgs Neck. Shout to Throgs Neck Peas, you know, my home. We go out one night and we're just shopping, and we just so happen to pull up in the parking lot. A car pulls up. I can't describe what kind of car it was. I'm never good at that. Car pulls up. A guy gets out, but then another guy gets out. Guess who that other guy is? Big Pun. So now I'm startled because I know who he is already. And I'm like, oh shit. My sister's like, yo, it's Pun. I'm like, yeah. So Pun, you know, being, he was a big man. So him getting out the car, he it took him a little minute to swindle his way up out the car. Gets about the car, BVO. And he's you know how you know how when you get out your car and you're just you're hanging on the window, and he's like as if you're calling somebody or looking for somebody, and we step to him and we're like not step to him, but we like we, hey Pun, what's up, we fans, whatever. And he's like, thank you, appreciate it. And he see me, he like, what's up, Shorty Rock? And I didn't have a pen at the time, but I believe he had one. Took a piece of paper, signed the autograph for me and my sister. We just thought it was dope, man. You know what I mean? He was a dope person to be around. And then there was a store in the Bronx on Fordham Road that artists used to come to. And Terror Squad came to that store, and I remember when I found out they were passing out posters, and I went and got a poster. And this is where the whole Terror Squad was there. Pun, Cuban, of course Joe was there, and another guy. I can't think of the other guy that was in Terror Squad. But anyway, I'm upset I lost that poster. I mentioned it earlier in the live. I lost that poster, man. I don't know how, but I was pissed. But he was definitely different. I mean, with his songs, I could play a Pun song right now, and it gives me a different type of feeling. It gives me, first of all, it makes me proud to be from the Bronx. That's one. He made me very proud to be from the Bronx. And like I said, he just you throw a Pun song on in a party or in the club, especially some songs like "Still Not a Player." It ain't one person that's not gonna be able to relate to that. It's not one person who's just gonna be like, "What the fuck is this? What's going on?" Unless you young and you wasn't taught your history, then you won't know. But he was just dope in so many ways, and I felt like we were cheated. When he passed, I feel like we we were, as fans, we were cheated because, to be honest with me, he was just getting started. He was just getting started. To me, that's how I feel. He was just warming up. He had been in the game for what, only 4 years, 5 years. He was just getting started. Smash my like button, y'all. Get these likes up. Come on now. We talking about a legend here. Don't come in here peeking, because that peeking makes me mad. Don't come in here peeking. This is Pun we talking about. If you don't know who Pun is, you might want to do your research, do your homework. But don't come in here peeking. At least have the respect to smash the like button. I'm going to start getting on y'all about that. Get these likes up. So, I just felt like we got cheated. We were robbed. And I could probably say the same thing about Big. I'm going to do something when his day come up too. I did it before, but I'm going to do it again. But, so, what you're going to do with Big Pun Come, which was another one of my joints, gave me a different feeling. Uh, I told you one of my favorite joints with Pun is the joint with him that I bet you y'all didn't know this was her on the track. I didn't know until after. But the joint with him and Ashanti, How We Roll. I mean, damn, man, that How We Roll hit different. And Ashanti's voice was her voice was perfect for it. It blended in with the song, and then just the beat and everything, and how, I mean, if you look at the video was dope. How he going through forest projects and all that. It's like a cartoon and shit. You see Wu Tang in there. It was dope. And I mean, damn, we could sit here and be here all day about, Pun, man. He's definitely, when I sit here and I think about it, right? I think about from the time I told y'all, from when I first heard him until when he died. When I first heard him, I was 13. When he passed, I was 17. And February 7th of 2000, 17 years old. I remember going to school. Mr. Gumbo, what's going on? I remember going to school. Smash that like button, y'all. I remember going to school, and that's when they said, yo, Pun died last night. And the look on our faces are like, huh? What do you mean Pun died? So, you know, and there was people in my school that actually knew him, that was from this community. So, seeing girls crying, kids crying. We talking about young kids, 15, 16, 17, 18. And like, there's a lot of people who just, not just fans of him, but some people actually knew him. So I'm like, oh man, this is some bullshit. And I remember when they did his funeral, they did it in the Bronx. Um, had I would have been the age I am now, or just a little older, I probably would have attended it. But I wasn't even thinking about it at the time. I was never big on going to funerals. A lot of time when you go to funerals, you're gonna be forced to go because it's almost like church. You don't know, you gotta go. But when that happened, It was a sad day in hip hop, and I remember that day in the Bronx. It was kind of quiet for a second. Then everybody just got to driving around the Bronx playing they pun. You know what I'm saying? People wasn't acting like nothing happened, but I guess people, for the moment, they just was like, all right, we're gonna cry, we're gonna be sad, but we're gonna get back to having us some fun because that's what pun represented. I didn't know him personally, but I got to meet him at least. I got to meet him 2 times in my life, which was an honor and a pleasure. And I wish I could have got to meet him one more time. I wish he could have been alive right now, um, where I could have told him about the 2 times I met him, even if he didn't remember. And just wondering what the rap game would have been like if he was still here, because you see a lot of people from his time still doing shows today. So to see if a pun was still here today, a lot of y'all rappers will probably be working in fast food or working for UPS because he was just different. Um, every time we would go to a parade after that, we would think about him. Matter of fact, I think that following year, excuse me, not the following year, that same year, I'm trying to think that I go to the parade. Did they do something for him? I don't, I believe so in 2000. I can't, because I started going to the parades at a young age. Shouts to my man Macho out there my brother from my hood, my BX dude, man, was the first person that even started taking me to them joints, man. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know nothing about going to the parades, no, at least not the Puerto Rican Day Parade, but the big homie introduced me to that, and from there, man, I had got addicted to going to parades. It was a wrap. You couldn't stop me from going. Every year I was looking forward to going, but yeah, like I said, um, rest in peace, pun. Rest in peace to him, man. And like I said, I just felt like it was so much more that he could have done. So much more. I think after he passed, and not to say the guys that was in the game was trash, because they weren't. I think if Pun could have stayed around, man, let me tell you, it would have been hard for a lot of you dudes. If Pun would have been around for the rest of 2000, 2001, 02, 03, 04, 05, 06, 07, it would have got real bad for y'all. It would have got real bad for a lot of you dudes. Let's just say if he'd have went on to pass 5 years later, not 2000, but or if even if that would have happened, it still would have went real bad for you guys because he was just getting started. He didn't even accomplish all that he wanted to accomplish. He was just getting started. And every time I'm in the Bronx and we happen to walk past his mural. If you come to the Bronx, you go to a spot, Hunts Point, in the Bronx, where you have to, what's that, Intervale Avenue, you have to get off. You get off a stop in the Bronx called Intervale Avenue, and there's a building, I believe it's a car wash, if I'm not mistaken, or a mechanic place. I believe it's a mechanic place where there's a picture of Big Pun. They need to upgrade it, though. It's been looking the same for years, so, you know, I'm not trying to diss anybody, but it's time for somebody to come and do that whole wall over. He's been having that same picture for a minute now, so time for them to upgrade it. As a fact, I might make my way up there today and I might do something on that. That's what I should have did this morning, but it's never too late. I think I'm gonna head over there and I'm gonna go do that. I'll do a whole video on it. I wasn't sitting here trying to do this to make it seem like I knew everything and I was trying to go through. I was just giving y'all what I seen and what I learned from the time he was here. I can't tell you what block he from and all this, and I'm not gonna get into um, the joint with him and Fat Joe and what happened. I'm not gonna. I'm always going. Oh yeah. Oh wow. Yo, Mr. Gumbo. The next time you do that, you gotta holler at me, man. When you do that, you gotta holler at me. I don't care where I'm at. I can make it because I'm always in that. I used to work not too far from the Hunts Point market. Let me tell you something. The work back at Hunts Point is probably the most. It's different from any other part of the Bronx. I'm trying to tell you, there's some things that go on back there. You might not see it during the day, but Jesus Christ. You got the boat back there. If y'all not familiar with the boat, people get locked up. They got the boat back there. That's where you go. So when you hear people be like, "Yeah, I just came off the boat," they ain't talking about just taking their vacation. They just got off the boat. Right across the water is Rikers Island. You got Rikers Island, and you can see the airport. It's a scary scene when you look at it, right? It's really scary because then you look at it and you go, how these guys escape out of jail and where the hell are they going? Because Rikers Island is actually, and you know what? We're going to do a video. We're going to do a video on Rikers Island too, man. I've never done one before this whole time I've been a content creator, but we're going to do a video on Rikers Island. So y'all could get ready to, that's going to actually happen sooner than you think. I don't know when. I might do it. Hell, I might do it tomorrow. I might do it tomorrow. What's going on, underrated? But Pun was, like I said, Pun was special. He was unique. And the way he put his words together. Oh, okay, Mr. Gumbo. When you pull up, you gotta let me know, man. You gotta let me know. He was Pun was just something different, y'all. He was something different. And, like I said, I'm not getting into nothing personal with him and Fat Joe and oh, Joe owed him money or Joe didn't take care of his family. Whenever you bring up Pun's name or you bring up Joe's name, that always tends to come up and I go, man, look, man, at the end of the day, it is what it is. I don't get into all that. That's not for me to get into it. You know, because it destroys families and it destroys friendships. So I don't get into all that. Because people are trying to get into it, right? Oh, he owes him this, he owes him that. He should have. Man, you can't say, well, nobody owes anything. Listen, I ain't read no paperwork. I'm no lawyer. I know nothing about any of that. So what I do is I mind my business. I don't get involved in none of that. That has nothing to do with me. Some people, y'all be on here trying to be people's lawyers and shit. It's almost like the same thing with boxing. You try to tell somebody what it is they should get and what they shouldn't get. Man, listen, I'm not in no position to do any of that. Unless I'm doing business with you, all that don't matter. But rest in peace to our brother, man. Rest in peace to Pun, man. Just gone too soon, man. I was a child, a young man, 17. Here it is, I'm 42, and we're talking about this. 20-something years of him gone. Yo, you know what's so crazy, though, Jeff Spark? Hey, Gumbo and Jeff Spark, check this out. Because Mr. Gumbo done started something now. Mr. Gumbo done started something, because now I'm going to do a history on it. I'm going to do a video on Hunts Point, though. Yeah, watch. I'm trying to tell you, my channel different. My channel different. We going to talk about it. We're gonna talk about Hunts Point, man. Be on the lookout for that video. It's coming. Oh, it's coming. Trust me, that video is coming. I'm gonna do one on Rikers Island. I'm gonna do one on Hunts Point. Oh, it's coming. Man, hell yeah, Hunts Point is something else. It's coming though. I remember, hey man, I only want to do it because then I can't do the fucking story, man. But, man, listen, dog. Dog, if you was in Hunts Point at 12 midnight to 3 in the morning, you seen all kinds of shit walking back there. I want to say, shout out to the most beautifulest woman in the world, my best friend, my ride or die, my everything, my partner in crime, Mrs. McLean. What's up, baby? Y'all say what's up to my beautiful queen, man. My bestie. Yeah, I seen that, Mr. Gumbo. I remember that one. They did one on Atlantic City, too. That was crazy. I got stories. I'm going to do one on Hunts Point. Oh, that's coming. I'm going to make sure when I do it, Mr. Gumbo and everybody got time to be in here when I do it. I might do it on a Saturday or Sunday where I can have everybody's attention. Oh, we're going to do one. We're going to do one on that, and we're going to do one on Rikers Island, man. Straight up. Told you, everything over here is not boxing. Everything over here ain't boxing. See, because there's a lot of people who, even if you're not from New York, there's a lot of people who know about, like Mr. Gumbo, who travels for a living. Mr. Gumbo travels for a living. So a lot of y'all that think y'all know New York, a lot of y'all don't know nothing. But then you got this man who travels. Come on, man. But rest in peace, man, to our brother Big Pun. You know, and it's crazy because Irv Gotti just passed, so now Irv is up there with Pun. He's up there with DMX. All three of them is up there chilling. Along with Big, Pac, Freaky Ty, and everybody else is up there. So it's a party. It's a party now. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, so it's a party up there with them, man. Irv Gotti, Pun, DMX, Biggie. Oh my God, they having a summer jam in heaven right now. It's a summer jam going on in that big blue sky, man. Shouts to them, man. Shouts to them. I'm planning on taking a trip. I don't know when. I would do it today, but that'd be too much work. Maybe next week. I plan on taking a trip to Hollis, Queens. We're going to try to go through the neighborhood of Irv Gotti. You know what I'm saying? We're going to see what we can do if we can get over there. I've never been over there to see Jam Master Jay's wall with his face on it. Never got to go that way. But we're going to do it. I don't go through the Bronx at night. They used to rob trucks at the end of the night. Oh, yeah, they do. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Mr. Gumbo. New York having hip-hop. Yeah, New York having hip-hop party, man. It's crazy up there, man. Yeah, at nighttime, oh yeah, Hunts Point at night? Even now, it's tricky. Hunts Point is a great place to live if you, I guess, if you don't want nobody to know where you live at. If you don't want nobody to know where you live at, there's a couple of places back there that's low-key. If you living, but if you just back down, if you back there, you flossing money and jewelry and... Yeah, that might be the end for you, buddy. Might be the end for you, buddy. If the women don't rob you, the stick-up kids will get you. Or sometimes the stick-up kids, if they don't do it themselves, they'll use the women to get to you. Cause that's the best way to. That's the best way to get a dude. Send a woman through. You know, dudes are suckers when it comes to women. That's why I'm glad to be married. Because you can't sucker me to doing nothing. Nothing, bruh. Woman can't even buy me a drink in the club. Shit, if I don't know her, you can't even buy me a drink. Yeah, it is. It's real hood. It's real hood. We gonna do a story on that, though. But Mr. Gumbo, the rest of y'all, when I do that story on Hunts Point, oh, I'm gonna let y'all know. And I'm gonna try to get it where I could get y'all on the panel and talk versus me just doing it like this. I'm trying to get the stream joint together where I could get everybody up here. But when I'm not gonna do it until I can get it. And Mr. Gumbo, hopefully you let me know when you off. I'm gonna get Jeff, my brother Jeff Spark. I ain't see my brother Jeff Spark come to no panel. Jeff, you gotta come up on here, man. You gotta come up on here, Jeff. Know what I'm saying? We're gonna get you up on here. Because when we do that, that's gonna be legendary. That's gonna be legendary. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, rest in power, man. Rest in power, Big Pun, man. For real, man. Dope, man. I'm talking about dope dude, man. Dope dude. And it's crazy because if you would have asked me years later, would I think I'll still be here? Absolutely not. I'm going to send you some pictures from inside the market. Yeah. I ain't been to that market in shit. When the last time I've been to that market? I walked, matter of fact, last year in December, November, I was over there walking past that market. Because I had to go to the food bank. Because, you know, back at Hunts Point, the one thing I can say they have a lot of jobs. That's one thing I can't take from them back there. They have a lot of jobs back there. A lot of jobs. Especially when the holidays are approaching. Thanksgiving to Christmas, there's jobs back there. Picking and packing. So much stuff. Porter jobs. Hunts Point got a lot of that. I ain't gonna hold you. They got a lot of that. It's just that I don't want to be out there at night working. Know what I'm saying? I used to work. What's the joint called? It was called Chef. It was called Chef something. But I used to work there from 10 o'clock at night to 7 in the morning. Oh yeah, there's one thing I can say about back there. Ain't no racism back there. A lot of brothers and sisters and Latinos working in them Hunts Points area. Please believe that. Don't never let nobody tell you nothing different. Oh God. Oh no. See, we're gonna have to talk about this one. Oh, see, we're gonna get on this one when I do the special. I'm gonna do the Hunts Point special. I'm gonna do the Hunts Point special. Don't worry, y'all. What my man said, don't worry, I got you. I got you. We gonna do it, man. We gonna do it. Yo, you know what's so crazy? That's all right. You know what I would have loved to see? I would have loved to see what Biggie and Big Pun would have sound like on the track together. Yeah, Jeff Spark is crazy, Mr. Gummo. That's my brother, though. That's my queen's brother, but he crazy. I want to definitely sound. I want to know what Big Pun and Biggie would have sound like on the track. That would have been crazy. Can you imagine that Hot 97 playing that? You know how Flex is. This is what New York sound like. New track, y'all. Big Pun first featuring Biggie. Oh God damn it. God damn it. Jesus Christ. BK and BX. BK and BX. Oh my God. But unfortunately, it didn't happen. That's why some of these fool-ass, childish-ass rappers who steady coming together to make money or oh, I don't want to do no music with him for whatever reason, y'all should learn from this, man. You know how bad I want to see Rakim and Big Daddy Kane do something? They cool now, but look how many years it took. These guys are damn near 60 years old. Oh yeah, City Field? Yeah, City Field. Yeah, City Field is dope. It's a dope area. I love that area. You got where they play tennis at in that area, where I'm gonna take my wife to because she loves tennis. And I've never looked at tennis in person, and I want to start doing something different with her. You know, as a married couple, we're gonna start doing something different, and that's one of them that I want to do. Go watch some tennis. So we're gonna start looking into that this year. But oh dog, god damn it, what was I saying? Yeah, so anyway, you know, when rappers be like, yeah, I don't, man, you gotta take advantage of that, man. Big Daddy Kane and Rakim, you know how dope that would have been to see him back in the 90s or the 80s to be on the track together. You know what I'm saying? New York rappers be the only rappers sometimes that can't get it together. That's why I respect when I see Mano, Jim Jones, Fabulous, Davies. I love it. That's what it's supposed to look like. Unity. Not all this, I don't mess with this guy because he from this borough. I don't mess with this guy because he dressed this way. I just don't, you know, come on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Queens got a lot of great places to eat too. Queens got a lot of great places to eat. Me and my wife be talking about that all the time. There's a good old Chinese buffet I know somewhere in Queens, and we're gonna find this one. And then when we do, oh boy, oh boy, we are going in. We are going in. I promise you. We just waiting for that moment. When that moment come, we going in. Queens got a lot of dope places, man. The Bronx do too. Um, it all depends on where you talk about going in the Bronx, though. But sometimes you got to get out your borough to go get you a good old meal, man. But it all depends on what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? It all depends. I'm gonna be live again, y'all, too. Probably in the next, probably about 12 o'clock. I'm gonna be live on here again, cause it's fight week. My amateurs is going tomorrow at Gleason's. But I'm gonna pull up in Gleason's today. Talk to Coach Don. Coach Don is one of the coaches that was in Carissa Shields' corner for the fight she just had recently against Perkins. So I'm gonna be live again. So don't blink your eye. Don't go to sleep. Don't get too busy. Fat Joe said it almost happened to collaboration Big Pun and Biggie. Yeah, man. I wanted that to happen so bad. And I wouldn't even mind if Fat Joe would have been on that. But I wanted that to happen so bad, man. And this is why these New York rappers today, you know, a lot of these rappers, you got an opportunity to make money with each other, man. Go ahead and make the money, man. You know what I'm saying? For real. Some of y'all rappers be too old to be on that. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that shit. Like, come on, man. So I be like, sometimes the rap game be trash. It be trash. Don't be making sense sometimes. You do better coming up together, making money, versus us keep feuding. We're gonna keep feuding, and then that just it messes everything up. But let me ask y'all though, what was y'all favorite Big Pun track? Huh? Did y'all like him when he was featured with somebody? What's y'all favorite Pun song? And that's only if you ever listen to Pun. If you didn't, don't worry about it. If you ain't never listened to him, go listen to him. I told you all mines when I named them. That's still not a player did it for me. And the joint with him and Nori came up. Yeah, I know, Jeff. I'm taking my wife over there too. Oh, my brother's in the building. G5 Gabe, my Dallas brother. What up, 5? I ain't a player in one. It's like listening to. That's a fact, Rabbit. My brother Rabbit in the building. Oh, I can do it now, Rabbit. I got you. I can make my brother moderator now. I got my brother, yes. I got my brother Rabbit, man. What's up, Rab? Rab, you hitting the gym today, man? Nah, you don't mess with the gym on Fridays, right? You still don't mess with it? Yeah, but Big and Pun, shit, Big and Pun was different, man. Like I said, man, Big Pun made me, he made me be proud from being from the Bronx, man. For real. Him, KRS-One, Fat Joe, all of them. But Pun gave you a different feeling, man. I'm telling you. I'm saying? I felt myself in my house plenty of days playing the Pun joint. Now I don't feel like listening to this or that, man. I'm gonna go listen to some Pun today, man. And then I'll tell myself I'm gonna listen to one Pun song. Shit. I end up listening to 3 or 4 of his songs, and I'll be like, all right, it's just gonna be a big Pun day today. I already see what this gonna be today. But we have to keep these people names alive. The radio should be bumping him today. They should be talking about him. We have to remember, because sometimes when you pass away, people will just easily forget about you. Some people have an effect on different people. You know what I'm saying? Some people go, yeah, oh yeah, I forgot he was dead. I forgot she was dead, and oh my God, and then you got those people that they were so much fans that they just can't forget. Me, I could never forget Pun and Biggie. That's just me. Because even with Big, different. And I'm telling you, Biggie and Pun together would have definitely put y'all out of business. Noriega banned from TV was firehead. Yeah, I just mentioned that earlier, Rabbit, about how that was another one of my joints. He put his foot on it. Psh, he put his foot on that shit. Pun was different, y'all. If y'all didn't get a chance to see him or hear him, man, I'm telling you, man, Google. That's why we got Google. Go to YouTube. You had to be there. I grew up in that era. You had to be there. As a teenager, I just gave you the story about when I first met him. Bronxdale Projects. We in the parking lot. This man going to White Castles to go get like 50 fucking burgers, and I'm not even being funny when I say that. He going to get about 50 burgers. Me and my sister going to get burgers. I'm 16 years old. Oh shit, it's Pun. It's crazy. We had just watched him on Rap City like not that long ago. We like, oh shit, it's Pun. Just was listening to Hot 97. Oh shit, it's Pun. We bugging like, yo, wait a minute, are we tripping? Is this him or is this somebody who looked like him? Ah, man, it's Pun. You know what I'm saying? And he was a cool dude, man, like straight up. Wasn't like, yeah, you know, I don't do autographs. That kind of shit. I don't take pictures. Wasn't that with him, man? You know what I'm saying? It was, he's, like I said, man, he definitely be missed. So if y'all don't know, today marks, I think, 27, 28 years since he's been gone. So he needs a, you know, it should be National Pun Day, man. I don't know if they thought about it, but it need to be National Pun Day, man. I know he has a street sign. If you ever fought him, he has that. Now that he does have. But we need a National Pun Day, man. I recommend a National Pun Day. Straight up. I don't care what nobody say. That's not overdoing it. He deserved it. It still deserves it. National Pun Day. I got 10 minutes. Yeah, I might as well stay now at 9 o'clock. Shit. I always stay on here at 9 o'clock, y'all, because it's not like I could bring anybody up here. Once I get to what you call it, I'll be able to do it. His own movie would be dope. Him and DMX. Oh, God damn it. Let me tell you something. Movies today are already trash. Movies today are they ain't really coming up with nothing in the movie theater that makes you want to break your neck to go see. But I love it when they do a movie on a rapper's life, but do it right. I remember Christopher Pun's son. I remember he was in an interview on Hot 97, and I was able to go in the comments and ask a question, and they read the comments, and I asked him, would he be interested in playing his father in the movie? And he was like, I think that was something that was talked about. That he was like, yeah, I definitely would be interested. He would be a perfect person to play it. Yeah, you ain't a killer. Yeah, hell yeah, you ain't a killer was crazy. I would love to see like we seen Big already. I would love to see a movie on Pun, DMX, even Irv Gotti. Because an Irv Gotti movie would be interesting. All these movies would be interesting. A Pun movie would definitely be interesting. And I don't want... I can see that he just... Because you fat and can rap don't mean you can play his dad. Yeah. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. He'll have to put his all to that because you can't make your pops look bad. So he'll have to put his all into that. I would love to see it though, man. The thing I don't want to see is them getting somebody to do these movies for these rappers and they make it look bad. That's what I don't like. I didn't know that Raekwon from Wu-Tang really didn't like the Hulu, he didn't like the whole Wu-Tang shit. On Hulu, he didn't really like it. I think he didn't, I don't know if he didn't like it or Ghostface. One of them was like, they didn't even watch it. I think it was, and Raekwon was like, that's not my life. I didn't have no dad. So it was crazy, you understand? If you're going to do something, it's got to be done right, man. Because rather if a rapper's not here, if a rapper's dead and that goes on, you're going to hear from the fans or you're going to hear from the family. But if a rapper's here, it's even worse. So to do these movies, you got to do it right or you can't do it at all. When they got Jamie Foxx to play Ray Charles, outstanding. When they got what's our homeboy that played James Brown? And he played Black Panther. Oh, Jesus Christ. I can't. Why am I forgetting dude's name? Y'all help me out here. What's his name, y'all? That's crazy. He's one of my favorite actors. That's crazy. I can't remember the brother's name. But anyway, when he played James Brown, hell of a job. When he played Jackie Robinson, hell of a job. There you go. There you go. Thank you. Thank you. Chadwick. When you getting people to play a movie, when you getting people to play a artist, or even when you getting them to play a actress, you got to do it right. You got to do it. If you do not do a good job, I'm telling you right now, the fans is on you. Not only the fans is on you, the family's on you. It's gonna go all bad for you. So for somebody to play a Big Pun, to play a DMX, to play a Irv Gotti, yo, or even Heavy D, God rest his soul. Man, you're gonna have to do a hell of a job, bruh. You can't give me no job like that just because I look like an artist. You know what they used to say to me, y'all? Y'all probably won't agree, but if I was to shave my head, they used to say I look like Big L. But just because I looked like Big L back then, that don't mean I could play Big L. Hell no. It's just certain things I'm not doing. Because to play him is not just to rap how he rap. You got to act the way he act. You got to know everything he went through. You got to do a whole... And I'm on the other side of Big L too. Yeah, Rabbit. Big L. I'm like, okay, that's crazy. All right, but I can't play Big L. Like, I got to know his whole... I got to know his... And I just live on the other side of where he's from. I live on the other side of where Big L's from, so it's like I couldn't do that. Nah, you fucked that job up. I got to come back over here. Somebody be ready to whoop my ass. Man, that was a horrible job you did. That wasn't L. L didn't walk like that. L didn't talk like that. L didn't rap like that. He didn't talk to the women like that. He didn't eat his food like that. So now you got a problem. Oh, you got a problem now. Hot 97 about to dog you. They gonna dog you on these YouTube channels. You know, the worst thing they could have came with was this right here. This is a blessing and a curse. Ball with that Tupac movie, but Notorious. The dude who played Tupac, why it was a good fit because he actually looked like Pac. I didn't really have a problem with dude. I don't know. I think I had a problem with the first Biggie movie. I don't know why, because that dude that he got to play Tupac, I said, come on, out of all people. I don't know. But I was glad he got that opportunity because old Papa Doc is a good actor. Old Papa Doc is a good actor. You know what I'm saying? But if you're going to get somebody to play these movies, they got to do a right job. Because I'm telling you, when they dead, you don't have to worry about them stepping to you. But they family, their friends, and the fans, oh, they on you. They on you. They on you. And you know these YouTube channels, some of these channels will dog you. They will sit on a panel for 4 hours and dog you. They will dog you on social media, boy. Like, they'll make you not want to act ever again. So be mindful. Just because somebody come to you with an offer and people say you look like this person and this is what we can offer you, that don't mean you should take it. Because if you're going to do that, you have to study that person, man. You're going to have to really study them. You can't say, yeah, I know about them. Nah, bruh. You was never around them personally to know them. Just because you heard them in interviews, just because you heard their music, you're going to have to really, like, if you never was really around them, it wasn't nothing for Gravy to play Biggie. Was Gravy ever around him? I think they were from the same community or near each other. They got a Brooklyn brother to play a Brooklyn brother. Wasn't bad. Wasn't bad. Wasn't bad at all. He did pretty damn good. But, yeah, man, I would love to see it. Hopefully if Pun's his son step up to it, and if he don't, they find somebody else. That's probably why it took so long to do it. Because from hearing what his mother's going through or what they've been going through, they make this Pun movie. That money gonna have to go to them anyway. There's no way you could do a Pun movie and then think that you're not gonna give them nothing. That's why I'd rather see his son do it. Know what I'm saying? I'd rather see him do it. They gotta make money. They gotta survive. I don't even know if they still get money off anything that Pun came out with. I don't know. I know this is a shady industry and the world is shady, man. And everybody's out for a dollar and nobody cares about how you make it and how you survive. It's all about greed, man, and that shit is crazy that you got to figure out how to make a dollar, but then everybody around you is making money off your loved one. Make that make sense. Yeah, Chadwick, definitely rest in power. That dude was a talented dude. First of all, it's Black History Month. We gonna get into him too. Chadwick, we gonna get into him. We gonna definitely get into him. There's a lot of stuff we about to touch this month, so y'all might need to put on your seatbelt. I'm about to take y'all through a long ass journey. It's gonna be a long journey. But you know, people make money, want to make money off you. And I'm not speaking on Fat Joe. I don't know that situation. A lot of people like to go to that, and I'm sick of people doing that. Rather if it's true or not, I don't know the truth. I don't know. I don't know about that BBO. I have to look into that. I'm not sure. There's a lot of people that's from the Bronx that's famous that I might have not known they were from the Bronx, and I found out late. You know what I mean? Because once people get famous and they move out, there's only a small portion of them that claim they from the Bronx. A lot of them will move to Florida somewhere, and they might lose the Bronx accent, and then it's like, yeah, I used to live there once upon a time. It's like, no, you were from there. Don't say you lived here like you just lived here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some people act like they're afraid to claim where they from. I'm from the Bronx. I live in Harlem. At the end of the day, I used to live in Brooklyn. I lived in Brooklyn before, so I'm what you call Mr. New York City, but I'm a Bronx kid. When I'm in New York, I'm a Bronx kid. When I'm outside of New York, I'm Mr. New York City. I done lived everywhere. But yeah, I don't get involved in who owes who money. I'm not a part of that business. I don't get involved in that. Too many people sit and dwell on stuff that they don't know nothing about. And then they take stabs at people and go, yeah, this person's a bad person because they didn't do this, they didn't do that. You weren't there for the times. You might have been in that era, but just because you were in that era, when it came to paperwork, when it came to signing contracts, you wasn't never in no office when it happened. So y'all need to stop assuming y'all know something and y'all don't know shit. You got a dude that used to be down with Joe and them that when he does his videos, everything he does is pertaining to freaking Joe. You have no life, my man. Every video you do is pertaining to him. Like, what is that getting you? This is why I be like, y'all be wanting people to subscribe to your channel. What are people subscribing to? I can't just subscribe to your channel because you want me to. What am I subscribing to? Because people love to brag about what it's almost like the president telling you to vote for me, and this is what I could do for you, and then you get in, they do the total opposite. And now you like, what the fuck? And this dude I voted for this person, and they said this is what they were gonna do, and then they get in here doing this. It's the same thing with somebody subscribing to your channel. You thinking, oh man, this is a great place to be. I'm gonna go sub, and then you get in there and they go do the opposite. This is why you told me to sub to your channel? So you can sit here and deride a man that you got an issue with 20-something years? What are we doing? Okay, I don't understand that. I gotta go back and look at that. What are we doing? What are we doing? I just don't understand it. I don't get that, how we just we wake up every day brushing our teeth and washing our face. Whoever we feel like we got an issue with, we see them when we washing our face and we brushing our teeth, we eating our breakfast, and all we got is that person on our mind. So when we go live, the first thing we do is, when we come with the thumbnail, we bring that person up. I got a lot of people I have issues with right now. Believe me, when I wake up or when I go to sleep, you ain't on my mind. I sleep fine next to the most beautifulest woman. I sleep fine. If I had to do that, you know how many dudes I'd be making a thumbnail with and bombing on them on here? Where would that get me if I did that? Where would that get me? I'm not going to tell you to subscribe to my channel because I got an issue with a dude that for whatever reason, I feel like I got an issue. But every time when I go live, I'm talking about that dude. How does that help your channel? See, people are subscribed to you because of the name and what you used to be a part of. That's the only reason why. But even with that, you're not that dude you used to be. People respect the name and what you used to do, but you ain't that person you used to be. So what are people subscribing to? I'm not going to just subscribe to you because of your name and who you used to be affiliated with. I don't give a shit. That ain't got nothing to do with 2025. What you got popping today? A lot of you dudes that's in the industry, or not just people in the industry, but a lot of you dudes get your rocks off by bringing up somebody that you had an issue with 20 something or 30 years ago. And then say we need to expose it. Y'all been exposing it for 20 some fucking years. How many more years are we gonna go exposing somebody? We get the point. You're bitter. Some people have a right to be bitter. But at some point, you got to get over that bitterness. We don't care about what happened in 99 and 2000 or 2006. What are you doing for today? What do you got going on in 2025? Because if you're not bringing up what you got going on now or what you're trying to do in the future, man, nobody give a shit about what you went through 20-something years ago, 15, 16 years ago. Nobody cares. Some of y'all dudes are clowns, man. Y'all get y'all rocks off by bringing up another man's name. And then keep saying, well, we got to expose it. We got to expose it. Well, how many fucking years are we going to expose it? When do we let it go and move on? Is that bringing you the money? So that's getting you rich? That's getting you rich? Oh, I know how I'm going to get paper. I'm going to keep talking about this fool. I already been talking about him 25 years. But I'm going to keep talking about him. When do you wake up and say, yo, I got a wife, I got a kid. Let me focus on that. Let me try to build something. I can leave something behind for my babies and my wife. I want them to be all right when I'm gone. No, you don't do that. You get on here every fucking day and talk about a man. Yo, don't get caught up in this shit, y'all. This shit y'all see out here, this is why I say I don't look up at nobody. None of these dudes are role models to me, man. Man, listen. Man, Rabbit, that dude, he got what's coming to him. That's why I don't even bother with him. He got what's coming to him. I don't feel sorry for him, but I don't need to make videos about him. He got what's coming to him. It is what it is. He shouldn't have did what the fuck he did. Some people be in power where they just think that nothing can happen to them. Now he got to pay the price. I don't feel sorry for dude. I don't wish nothing on him. But yo, now he got to face the music. It is what it is. But I just don't understand how dudes get their rocks off doing that shit, man. It kills me. And then got the nerve to want people to subscribe to their channel. What am I subscribing to? Like, you got to give me a reason. I'm not going to sit here and every video or thumbnail I look at, you got a man's name on there trying to expose him. Y'all don't get sick of that shit? You keep going to this man's video and you like, all right, let me see what he talking about today. Before you could even get to it, you read the thumbnail, you like, come on, man, he's still on this shit, bro? And then you want to say it's part of history. Yeah, you right. It's history. The fuck are we going to keep going? What, you know what I'm saying? Now, if we get back together, we make it cool, we get cool with each other again, then, all right, then maybe we could be like, all right, you know, this is the history of me and you. But if we ain't getting back cool, man, that shit history, bro. Nobody care about that shit. Y'all get y'all rocks off by doing that. That shit is crazy, man. Y'all can have all that. I refuse to do any of that on my... I refuse to. Ain't no man out there that important. And y'all look up to these dudes. Y'all look up to these fighters. Y'all look up to these rappers. I don't look up to none of them, man. I like them. I respect them for what they did for the game. But these are the same people that won't even stop out on the street and give you the time of day. I don't look up at these dudes, man. I don't look up at these dudes. I really don't. Because they carry they carry the behavior of a female anyway. I don't look up at these dudes, man. These dudes ain't no fucking role models to me. I'm my own role model. Straight up. That's how I look at it. Yeah, you see somebody in the street that's famous. Yeah, you want to, oh shit, that's such and such. I don't even get like that no more. It is what it is. All right, that's such and such. That's what's up. I might go get a pic with him. Going to get a pic ain't being a groupie. Just going to get a pic. But it depends on who you are. I might keep it pushing. If you one of them asshole rappers, I might keep it pushing, man. I don't want no picture with him. He an idiot. I don't give a damn how many records he sold, how many mansions he live in. how many cars he drive. I don't give a shit about none of that. He an asshole. So guess what? Like I like to walk past assholes. I ain't got nothing for you. You ain't got nothing for me. Keep it pushing. That part. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Rabbit, when you hitting the gym, yo? We ain't sparring though. My sparring Rabbit. My brother Rabbit, y'all. He nice with these. I'm talking about. I've been in there with him. He nice with these, boy. Knock your soul out. You in the gym right now? Morris Park? Yo, Rabbit, man, come on, knock it off, Rabbit. Rabbit, you be on some bullshit, Rabbit. You in Morris Park right now, bro? I was supposed to be going to Brooklyn, but I don't think I'm gonna go now. Cause if I don't go to Morris Park today, I'll miss Rabbit. And I gotta talk to. Getting ready. I'm watching you on. Oh, you on your way to Morris? All right, I'm gonna get ready to come over there then. I'm gonna get ready to come over there. Let me end my live. So, like I said, y'all, we was remembering the late great Big Pun, a legend, an icon, superstar, whatever you want to call, a Bronx legend, whatever. Not just for the borough, but for hip hop. Period, man. Rest in peace to my brother. And I don't know. I might shoot through the Bronx today and might go over there where his wall is at, and I might do something. Might go over there, take a couple pictures or whatever, man. But you know, I'll think about what I do because I always change my mind at the last minute. But we'll figure it out. But make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, smash the like button. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Y'all know what it is. It's the No Duck Zone podcast. Let's go.